You know the last time that I told you that my life completely flipped upside down because of a single question? Well, before I tell you how weird things got after that question, we have to talk about how things used to be. Because to understand the chaos that came later, you have to look at the calm before the storm. Hey boo, what's up? Welcome back to the Cozy Corner. Get comfortable, watch me throw some color on this page, and let's dive right into chapter 2. Before everything changed, there was a time I like to call the happy days. When we lived near my mom's side of the family, those are some of the happiest times. I don't remember a whole lot since we moved when I was 6 years old, so I was really little. When we lived near my mom's side of the family, those were some of the happiest times. Since my mom had epilepsy and there weren't any good medications for controlling epilepsy at the time, she was sleeping most of the time due to having a seizure. The meds they prescribed her made her tired most of the time and would alter her mood at other times, so I remember her and Dad argued all the time. I very seldom remember if they did not argue. I know they say opposites attract, but I think that's a bunch of baloney because me and my fiance, we are very similar in a lot of our habits and stuff. Yeah, we have differences, but finding someone similar to you has been life-changing for me. I'm like, oh my god, this is so nice. He likes to do a lot of the things I like to do. And so from my experience, opposites attract is bullcrap. Some of the memories I do remember is hanging out with my grandparents on the porch while they would drink their drinks, which I think was like a soda or a coffee or something. And I would just play around in the backyard, just having all kinds of fun and stuff with my sibling and just roughhousing with my mom's side of the family with the family members, just being a kid. One of the specific things I really enjoy and remember, I know I was really young, but I enjoyed when they would give me popsicles, like a little fruit popsicle. I remember the raspberry one. I don't know why, but there's like a specific tropical flavor that I feel like I remember, and I thought they always had like strawberry or raspberry or something, some kind of berry. Oh, it was so good. And since it was hot over there, it was just like prime, just having a simple little popsicle. Top tier. And a lot of the time, whenever me and my sister would spend the night there, when everyone was asleep, my grandpa would always be up for a late night snack. At least the times that I was over, I remember that being a regular routine. Now, I asked my grandpa this recently if he remembered this, and he said he barely remembers it, like he doesn't have much of a memory of it. And that's fine, but to me it was a very special memory, just being able to have that one-on-one with a family member who I loved. But I would hear him in the kitchen, and I would sneak over to the kitchen and we would eat cookies and milk together. He had this big container of a variety of different cookies. Obviously the Oreo ones were my favorite. Like, come on, Oreos and some milk, you cannot go wrong. Hence my favorite ice cream is cookies and cream ice cream. But he would be just standing on one side of the kitchen island, or sometimes sitting down at the kitchen island, and I would be sitting on the opposite side, if I remember correctly, just talking and enjoying each other's company. And then he'd smile and would tell me to go back to sleep. And he liked the frosted hard oatmeal cookies. I'm like, bro, there's not enough frosting stuff on these hard cookies. It's definitely an old person cookie. Not my fave, but a cookie's a cookie. But my preference was definitely the soft Oreo cookies. Other families would come over at times for a big backyard barbecue, and I would just playfully wrestle with some of my taller relatives while everyone giggled and was chit-chatting and everything. And I was a bit of a tomboy when I was little, so I loved to roughhouse with the extended family. But my sister and I, we would end up getting into fights every time. We were little kids, so it's not like it would be anything serious. And another random thing is I absolutely loved Kermit the Frog. Me and my sister watched all the movies and all the shows regarding the Muppets. To this day, I watch a Muppet Christmas Carol every Christmas season. I keep that alive in my life because it's just important and nostalgic for me. We watched all the shows. Below in the comments, let me know, are you a Muppet fan or not? And if you are a Muppets fan, What is your favorite movie or show or character? Obviously, mine is the main ones, which is Kermit and Miss Piggy. And I also do love that big, scary looking guy. I forgot what his name was. But you know what I mean. Or I know what I mean. And I liked the banter Alonzo and the rat had. Oh, so great. But thinking back now, I think we were at my grandparents' house a lot due to my dad having to work a lot. And since my mom was sleeping most of the day, my grandparents watched me and my sister. So that's what I remember from my mom's side of the family. Oh, and we went to church on weekends, just like many other families out there. But that all changed when we moved in with my dad's side of the family. A lot of unhappy memories that I had even before my sister brought anything up. I didn't remember specific situations, but I just remembered it was really frustrating, lonely, and sad, and I was in trouble all the time. But I didn't remember the exact stories. And yes, I do have some good stories of back in the day and everything, so it's not all bad, but for some reason my brain just defaults to more of the negative stuff than the positive. And to anybody else that might be listening out there, you guys, I wish I could just remember the happy stuff and the fun things. Because my whole life, or my whole childhood and lore, it's not all sad. But my brain says, oh, okay, well, at least a solid 65 to 70% of it was not good or fruitful. Even though I'll be speaking to my mom or another family member and they'll remind me of a good memory. And I'm like, oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. I remember most of everything that's happened in my life, but when it comes to ADHD, it's like a sleeper agent where you have to say certain keywords, say certain key things to activate that specific memory or that specific information, and that's how it works for me. In the comments, let me know, does your brain work like a sleeper agent, just like mine does? Because people will be like, oh, do you remember this one hill that we would drive over? And I'm like, oh my gosh. It gets weirder.